Good morning and welcome to today's webinar, which goes by the name Real-Time Daily Trading Ideas. This is our internationally oriented webinar addressed to traders all over the world. We will be speaking about trading ideas, strategies, market screenings, and will be answering your questions. My name is Alex Raftopoulos, and I'm very happy to be moderating this webinar with you. Before we can start with the actual webinar, we will briefly present the risk disclaimer. Trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk, which is not suitable for all investors due to its complex nature. Please make yourself familiar with these instruments by using a demo account if you are a starter. Please feel free to contact us should you have any questions. Please also note that none of this is investment advice. The statements made in this webinar only represent the personal opinion of our traders. You can also find the whole risk disclaimer on our website. Here you can see the schedule for the week. Today it's Giancarlo's turn. And before I finish off with the introduction, I would like to invite everyone interested in trading to try us out and benefit from the best index and forex offerings with spreads of just 0.8 pips. Please feel free to have a look around our website and explore our international activities, and do not hesitate to contact us should you have any questions. Well, enough of me for the moment. Now it's Giancarlo's turn. Good morning, Giancarlo. How are you doing, and what's your outlook of the markets?
My page and some okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Just a moment, and I'm ready. Okay. Good morning, traders. Good morning. I would like to speak before to start our analysis. I would like to speak about the situation of USA dollar, because we have to say some reflection about what's happened the last week. We know that the US dollar, after the dovish attitude of Fed that we expect, start a bullish attitude that remain inspired this last Friday from USA non-farm payroll. In the same time, we can say that we have a great optimism that support risk sentiment and elevated USA Treasury yields. The quarterly financial account of American companies show a great state of health and the possibility to growth more this year. But in the same time, we have to remember that US dollar remain at favor of bears, because the Federal Reserve could maintain this pose, and we don't know which is the effect of a 30-day government shutdown in the USA economy. With the high, we have to add the trade tension. We know that tonight President Trump speak about the possibility to arrange this agreement with China in a good way, but the worries remain, and in the same time remain the global growth fears, and the fiscal stimulus remain uncertain in this time. So this is a small panoramic help to understand that the dollar remain vulnerable from some shock in the next weeks. So remember that any sign of slowdown in US economy could accelerate the dollar depreciation, and this problem could be affect in the same time the financial market. So now I would like to start, of course, with the Standard & Poor's, but before, remember that this is the most important macroeconomic day of this week, because the Americans started to propose the last data. We are waiting, for example, for gross domestic product. Today we have balance of trade, some data from USDCAD, and in the same time we expect something about some data about American consumer. We don't know if today we have, because they not fix exactly hour, but take a look after half past 2, because it's possible that something going up. Of course, today we will take a look, of course, at oil, because we have crude oil stock change. So now, let me start with Standard & Poor, because as you know, last week I speak about the possibility of a great bullish acceleration. You have assessed at a great breakout of 2,700 zone, and the price could arrive. We have reached our target until 718, and now we are over long. We try to reach this last level here in 742. I would like to remember that the bullish aptitude is very strong, and we have a great possibility this week to. It depends on what happened from with data to reach another 50 points at Standard & Poor this week. So my idea that I don't know if it's possible this week, but in case we break this level of 742, I think it's possible that we can arrive here between 763 and 789. This is the last smart money resistance, because in case we have another breakout of this level, we can start a new uptrend with the new maximum from for next for this year. In any event, to have all new historical highs, we need a combination of many factors. But as I explained before, take care, because we have to arrange at least the trade war situation. In any case, I would like to repeat that the market is very, very sensitive at this moment, and you cannot exclude the possibility of new sell-off, of a strong reversal in any time. So take a lot of care and follow with the high attention the trend of market. So for this week, remember at the same time that the presence of sellers could be very strong if the price break the zone between 702 and 699. In the same time, I take a look rapidly at Nasdaq and Dow Jones, because our smart money zone give us a great long here. In the same time, I remember that up this level we have a great bullish opportunity, and we can assist at great. We have a great buy longer with more of 150 points of gain. This is another important resistance in the medium term. And in case the 7,000 psychological level, as you can imagine, will be break in this day, we have at least another 150 points of possibility to take these levels. I would like to remember that my idea is possible to reach this zone. This will be very, very important, because up this level, we can start a new uptrend with the possibility of new historical hikes. But for now, remember that could be better to have a small pullback to buy at a better price. But in any event, until we remain between 917 and 814, the trend is bullish. Now, I would like to speak about Dow Jones, because this is the exactly copy of Standard & Poor. We have a break the psychological level of 25,000, and the price try to reach this zone. I strongly recommend to take a look, because daily the Dow Jones could do between 200 and 300 points. So the pose I put normally is of 250 points from the distance between the different level. My idea that it's possible to reach this level today. Of course, the line of 26,000 is very important, and maybe this week at least we can arrive here. I temporarily stop with the long if the price going below this zone, but in an event, if we touch this zone, we remain bullish. Try to use the pullback, of course, to buy, to do a new buy entry. Now I would like to speak after we speak about DAX. I see some trader ask me for pound, of course, but we start with pound after with euro dollar, because I would like to remember that the trader maintained the bullish attitude, and maybe this short bearish acceleration is just a way to charge more position. We know that it exists a lot of optimism about the situation of Brexit. So it's possible that we start a new downtrend. Of course, remember that the situation it was pushed by the speech of Mr. Trump, and of course the temporary strength of USA dollar. The level that I suggest you have to focus your attention. It's first time this zone of is like a daily support. In case we have a strong break of this level, we can start a new bearish acceleration, and we can arrive between 1.28550, sorry, 1.2812. So the bullish up to the remain in any event if the price don't break this zone, but take a lot of care, because we know that when we have some political situation, it's difficult to manage all. For now, remember that this movement will be was favored from Trump's speech. So if we maintain this level, it's possible that we restart a new uptrend. You can remember that I have spoken about this level that block with great precision the uptrend. The 1.2032 is the best resistance to break, because in case we break this level, I assured you that we have the great possibility to have a great acceleration. We can arrive between 1.35, 36. But for now, we have to understand what we have to do this week. So I suggest to try some long only if the price break at least this level, but my favorite point is this 1.3074. In this case, if the price come in this level and break, we have more confidence, and we can open a better trade. But for now, the trend is bearish, and we have to wait a strong reversal to open a buy position. The same situation remains for euro dollar, because we have the dollar stop, the strong dollar stop the dovish effect of Federal Reserve. And in this case, the new aptitude wait and see give a brief to euro that recover the zone of 1.15. But here we have assisted a strong presence of smart money, and they do a strong reversal, and now we are blocked here in 1.1379. At the same time, I strongly recommend to wait at least a break of this zone to try some intraday long, but only up this zone we can try to do a new long. I would like to remember that the situation is very complicated for what I explained. No, the agreement between European Central Bank and Federal Reserve. So it's difficult to have a strong acceleration in euro dollar in this moment. But remember that the bearish uptrend will remain, and if we go until below this zone, we can try something. As the dollar remain in a strong temporary very strong, remember that it's possible that we have a break of this level, but the smart money block this zone, so in this range is very difficult to manage the situation. Try to see some long up this level, just some short just below this zone. Here, wait at least the effect of some macro data during this week. In the same time, let me show something about dollar yen, because we have a good appetite at risk, but the interesting news for dollar yen is that we are up this level temporarily, and it's possible that we can try to reach this level in the next days. We are in complicated situation, because we have to understand that if dollar change his trend, and in this case the yen could be more strong. For now, I suggest to wait, because we are in a very complicated range, and take a look next week if we have some something new. Let me show something about Canadian dollar, because the situation is interesting for a reversal. We have the dollar push from our last target 1.36, the price with incredible acceleration until the very important zone here of 1.3083. With exact precision, here we have a reversal, and now we have the possibility of a great pullback. Remember that until the price remain below this zone is difficult. Here you can try at least buy, but the stop remain below this zone. Could be useful, because you can understand that if you try this buy entry, in case you take stop, you can reversal the position, because here we have the confirmation that the trend could be accelerated at downside. But for now, remember that until we remain up 1.30, the trend in weekly remain bullish. So for now, take a look what happened here, because this long candle could be very interesting, and we have a great possibility to reach at least 120 point this week until here. Just some indication for Australian dollar, because we have some important data this week, and I know that the price was blocked by smart money here in our resistance 0.7270, and what I can suggest for you, a bullish scenario, if the price remain up this level next days, it will indicate the return of buyers. But if the price remain below this level, it's probably we can have more bearish acceleration. My idea that is possible we can reach this zone now. The trend now is bearish, and in case we have another breakout, we can arrive until here. So remember this level, because it could be very useful for next day. If we have a great breakout of this level in next weeks in general, we can have a new very important uptrend, and we can have at least 100-200 points with the swing trader. Now let me speak about DAX FTSE 100, because as you remember, we have a strong breakout practically in the last 2 days of our Martin zone. The 7,021 was a great point to buy, because to buy the index, because they show the volunteer of smart money to start a new uptrend. So now we are in we have an intermediate zone, because I have a small problem with my PC. This morning I have lost the line, and I have one put here that is the intermediate zone that you have to take a look this week. And at the same time, remember that the price has to remain at least up this level to maintain the bullish up to in the short term. My idea that is very possible to take our target here in the next day. So for people like this index, we have a great situation at favor for a long entry. Let me speak about rapidly for DAX. I have some problem with my PC, so I have lose some point, but no problem. I remember perfectly. I remember that in the last weeks, I strongly recommend to take a look at the level of 11,290, 11,300, because in case of strong breakout, it will be give to us a great bullish acceleration. Yesterday, the price come until 382, and now we are assist just a small pullback, because of course the DAX going up 200 points. It is normal today that someone take profit. In 15 minutes I have lost my smart money zone, but don't worry, I remember perfectly. I strongly recommend today to take a look if the price break this level of 350 to try some buy entry. Remember that we need at least of 30 points of stop, and my first target is to arrive here in 378. In extension could be possible if Standard Poor help us this afternoon to reach this Q level. This is very important zone, because in case the DAX break this level, we can start a new uptrend with the target located in 700 zone. For a short, I strongly recommend to take care here, because the zone of 300 block the small fall of this morning, and my idea that could be more useful to find some intraday short entry only below this level in 277. It will possible that we reach this zone. The most important zone is located here between 214 and 233, because this is the first smart money zone that give the last uptrend. Remember at the same time that if this zone was not breakout, could be difficult to manage the trade. I finish with oil and gold, because oil remain with a good bullish aptitude. I think we have due to dollar weakness, OPEC supply cuts, and the USA sanction against Venezuela. And this favored this day the bulls on oil. But as you remember, I tell you that my target here is located in $55. We have reached this zone, and now we have assist at sort of profit, take profit by traders. My idea that until we remain up this level, we can remain with bullish up to, but don't buy a bearish trend, but wait at least a presence of some reversal below the $50 zone. Remember, we return in the bearish scenario. Gold, we have reached the zone that I explained to you in the last Wednesday. I tell you that up 1,310, we have a great possibility to reach this green smart money zone, and same time old smart money zone. Here the price was blocked with the new smart money presence, and now this is the scenario that you have to understand for gold. First time, remember that the Federal Reserve, if remain dovish, could offer a bit of strength to gold, and we have a great possibility to reach more ambitious target. If the price going up 1,324, my idea that is very possible to reach this level in next weeks. In general, the analysts speak about the possibility that price could arrive between $1,350 and $1,400. I remain for now to the possibility to remain on this target, and remember that the trend is bullish, but if we will go below this zone, we can reach the last zone between in 1,279. Until the price remain up this level, the trend remain bullish. So remember that it's possible to try some entry only if the price going at least below 1,300. I have finished, and of course, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much for your comprehensive analysis, Giancarlo. Thanks to the audience for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's webinar. If you did enjoy it and would like to review it, you can do so anytime. Just give us an hour or so to upload it onto YouTube. I wish everyone a good day ahead. Goodbye.